Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to Final Trade in the 2024 new and improved eggnog recipe. I made it last year and found some things that I wanted to change, some different suggestions. So let's get into it. First off, you need a pound of sugar, a teaspoon, of nutmeg and cinnamon, kind of to taste on those, a quarter teaspoon to kosher salt. Yes, I will have the recipe down below, and 12 egg yolks, and have your wife separate those. See, one broke. You can use the egg whites to make egg white cookies. It makes something like 3 egg whites, makes a dozen egg white cookies. So you're going to start beating those up until the yolks eat up all that sugar and turn into kind of a homogeneous mixture. And at first it's going to seem like it's not going to do it. Then it's all just going to come together. Okay. And so when you can kind of drip ribbons off of your whisk, that's about as far as you need to take it. Now, the next step, we're going to take 3 pints of heavy cream. Last year, I used a mixture of heavy cream and milk and other dairy products. And this is the big thing I changed this year is 3 pints of heavy cream instead, because let's be frank, all of the alcohol that we put in this, ethanol is a solvent. It's going to thin this down, and we want a thick drink. So you put some of that in there to start getting it thinned down, and then you can go ahead and pour in the rest. You can take a spatula, scoop down the sides of this if you like. And then we're just going to stir it until you feel that all that sugar has dissolved. It'll go pretty quick. If you see any globs on the side, you can scrape those down. Okay, then you need 3 cups of liquor, and you can use just about anything, brandy, rum, cognac, whiskey, bourbon, whatever you like, whatever you have. You know, I'm of the mind to not use a bunch of top shelf stuff because, well, you're putting it in with a pound of sugar and 3 pints of dairy and a bunch of other seasonings and everything else, and then you're letting it age for a long time and mellow out. And so a bunch of top shelf stuff is kind of wasted in this, is my opinion. So this right here that I'm using on this batch is the finest plastic bottle Captain Morgan spiced rum from my liquor store. And I'm going to make a second batch after I'm done with this, after I turn off the camera, that's going to be half silver rum and half whiskey. So you are definitely welcome to mix up different liquors if you like. And if you want to be really adventurous and try some kind of wines or anything else, I mean, I guess you could, but you may not get the ABV that you desire. So that is it. It's done. It's all stirred up. You got to make sure that all that ethanol in the liquor has dissolved everything, and it's quote-unquote homogenized. So then you're going to start pouring it. Careful. Careful. So this makes about 3 quarts. Pour it up near the top. About 3 quarts. Put it in the back of your fridge and let it sit for about 6 months until the holiday season. All of those harsh alcohol flavors will mellow out, and it will become very, very delicious when you go to drink it at the holiday time. You can serve it hot or cold with additional nutmeg, cinnamon, star anise, whatever you like. And look, you've got a little bit extra for yourself right now. That's your reward. So like I said, I'm going to make a second batch of this off camera here in a minute. That's basically it, guys. Really quick drink, and Adam Ragusier has a really good video about the food science of this and how the ethanol denatures the cell proteins of any bad bacteria that may try to live in this, and why it is a very, very safe drink, because essentially it is a whole bunch of dairy that is embalmed in ethanol. So it's a pretty safe drink, even though it's raw eggs. I know different parts of the world have different standards on eggs. So if you're living maybe in England or Australia, where I know a lot of my viewers are, I don't know what to tell you, but in America, this recipe ought to work just fine. Let me know what you think, guys. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and join me on Final Trade. Join the Patreon.